The final game of round 2 of the German Darts Masters, live from the Ballhaus Forum in Munich, Germany. And it sees Germany's last remaining hope in the tournament, Rene Eidams, renew hostilities with the world #1 Michael van Gerwen, the man who, well, he wasn't that far away from knocking out of the World Championship. It nearly happened. People were saying it couldn't. The bookmakers were offering ridiculous odds. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds to 1 against he was when he was 2 sets down.
Effectively, yeah. Really was. An astonishing performance by Rene Eidams. He suspects he hasn't got it in him again to push Van Gerwen all the way in a best-of-11 format. But stranger things have happened.
Well, look, he lost the first 6 legs to Michael van Gerwen at the World Championship before he came back at him. He can't afford to do that tonight.
Won the 4th set 3-0, though.
He did.
It was just...
First leg, Michael, to
so
throw
out of the
first.
water.
Game on.
That 1-2-2 checkout was the turning point, wasn't it, for Eidams in that match? He was against the throw. It proved to be the start of an incredible fight back.
96.
Like I say, went on to win the 4th set 3-0. Then missed a dart at tops as well for a break of throw in the first leg of the 5th set. And then at 2 legs all in with the side of Van Gerwen, you know, looks in genuine danger, but just held his nerve. Helped by a visit of 44 from Eidams in the opening
60.
salvo.
Well, look, that is history. That is done. It's all about tonight in the German Darts Masters, and can Rene Eidams claim the biggest win of his career in knocking out a man who has been throwing the greatest darts ever witnessed by man in the last few weeks. World record averages repeatedly, hitting averages in the 110s.
As he did here in the semi-finals last year, the highest average in the history of this tournament. 113.6 against Peter Wright in the semi-final. Backed by his wife.
Now then, Rene. Hello, hello. Oh, Rene.
The sole surviving German gives the crowd reason to believe against the Van Gerwen throw. Now then,
the Motown shot, 4 tops, so he'll go 12 double 16. And wide up for a break and throw. Rene Eidams into the lead.
Raising the roof here in the Ballhaus Forum. Is it the start of a ballroom blitz for Michael van Gerwen? By the sole surviving German, the cube.
81.
By no means a one-dimensional player. Van Gerwen,
I'm not
you suspect
sure.
will fight it.
Well, yeah, I'm sure Van Gerwen will respond, but I'm not sure there is anybody left in the tournament, or anybody in the tournament coming into today's action, who would get a better reception, would have the crowd singing for him more than
this man.
No, Michael van Gerwen would be expecting his name to be chanted all around the Ballhaus Forum tonight, whoever he was playing, apart from if he was taking on the one remaining German. He has got very used, Michael van Gerwen, over the last 2 or 3 years, to having the majority of support. There are very few players in world darts who get the support that Michael van Gerwen gets. Even Phil Taylor, it struggles sometimes. Gary Anderson obviously gets vociferous support, some places more than others.
And
but
Peter Wright here as well in Europe is massively popular.
Whitlock is another one in Germany, but it's not very often that Michael van Gerwen fans are outsung nowadays.
57.
That's the 57. And he's left himself 163, which is no good to him. And there might have been a little smirk from Michael van Gerwen, but that's been wiped off his face by the 48 that he's just hit.
That did find the treble 3. George Noble just had a careful look at it. That's found the treble bed, I think. Yes, it has.
97. 150.
Well, Eidams in good shape here for a 2-0 lead. Van Gerwen won't finish it here and now.
You require 66.
Now then,
not got going, has he, Van Gerwen?
check the decibel levels if this comes off. That's found the treble 9.
Well, that's not what you wanted, Rene.
39 remaining. 7 double 16, surely. Yep. Oh, can't afford to pass those opportunities up. Well, that was way off. But that wasn't, and almost as sure as night follows day, Michael van Gerwen responds straight away, breaks back, levels things up, one apiece.
Yeah, and how many opportunities can you pass up like that? If you're going to beat the world #1, pretty much everything has to go right for you. This is a great response. Superb stuff. Rene Eidams.
We could be witnessing something very, very special here.
140.
I suspect there were many out there who might have had this down as a 6-zipper. Rod Harrington, by the way, Nostradamus, as he's now known, has gone for a 6-1.
To
Eidams, no, not Eidams.
81.
Van Gerwen. I jest.
Well, MVG had to survive a dart for 2-0 down. That prediction nearly came to a shuddering halt at the earliest available opportunity, but Michael van Gerwen does look pretty good in this leg to go into the lead, although some scruffy darts from the world #1. Tidies that up very nicely to leave double 12.
Van Gerwen took his tally of PDC events for 2016 to 6 by retaining the UK Open with that 11-4 win over Peter Wright in the final earlier this month.
130 might be a watch.
Won the Dutch Darts Masters in Venray earlier this month, or last month I should say as well. Double 6 though here proves elusive.
Well. Rene Eidams now, 63. What have you got, Rene? 18 for double 16. Missed a dart in the last leg. Oh, doesn't miss it this time, and it's another break of flow, and the Munich crowd are loving this.
Well, it's astonishing. He took out double 16 in the first leg that he won. He took it out just then, but he missed double 16 for a 2-0 lead. Could so easily have been 3-0 up here.
44.
No, just the 44, maybe a little bit excited. Anything but excitement
100.
portrayed across Michael van Gerwen's face right now.
Well, I don't think Van Gerwen will be posting an average of 123.4 tonight, unless we see a dramatic upsurge in tempo.
34.
Wow. That is a maximum for MVG, and is this the start of what you feel in every game with Michael van Gerwen? There is going to be a charge at some point. You don't know when it's going to come, but you think it's going to come sometime soon, and then it's just a question of how long it lasts.
134.
This
it's
maybe
down
is.
to a finish on the Eidams throw. He could be on course for another break here.
54. Might be by 87.
Any sporting duel between Germany and Holland needs very little in the way of billing. And Van Gerwen does level at 2 apiece.
Game on.
Yeah, 11 darter, great response from MVG, and he's back in the treble bed again. And we said it's only a matter of time before he goes on a charge, and then it's a question of how long it lasts.
Probably 4 legs from
Well,
here.
it can be, can't it? It really can be. He has this knack of throwing dart after dart exactly where it wants it to be, where he wants them to be. And
140.
ton 80, ton 40. This is off the back of an 11 darter in the previous leg. And Rene Eidams is now experiencing the full force of the world #1's powers.
And the thing about Van Gerwen, he doesn't just go on surges of winning legs, he goes on surges of winning tournaments as well.
Yeah,
I mean, November last year was just astonishing.
57.
Over the course of those 4 weekends, winning the European Championship, the Grand Slam, the World Series finals and the Players' Championship finals. It was all supposedly building up to the big one, but it wasn't to be at Ali Pali for Michael van Gerwen. Like I say, he's made a terrific start to 2016 after the World Championship. Won the Masters as well.
84.
3 UK Open qualifiers. UK Open itself and Venray last month.
First Players' Championship weekend, he didn't win either of them, did he? Beaten in the final by Stephen Bunting in the second one.
140.
Top 40 for Rene Eidams. Well, it keeps him interested for at least 8 seconds more. Maybe longer. Maybe longer.
Van Gerwen on double 20. That's twice now. He's been, you know, a good couple of inches below the wire.
Yeah.
And off target with double 10. Could have done without that, Rene.
Oh, what a recovery.
Great recovery. It's his favourite double 16 once again. Oh, and he's just in, well, more than just inside.
74.
That's the chance, though. Unless Van Gerwen goes inside here. If he doesn't, and he's silenced the crowd a bit there. But another missed dart at double 16. That's the story of the night for Rene Eidams. That's where the match will be won or lost, his ability to take out double 16. OK, he must not lose sight of the fact that he's still going on throw here effectively.
57.
This is the thing. Michael Van Gerwen's got 112 first 9 average and a 97 overall average. And pretty much anybody else throwing those kind of numbers, you'd go, hang on, this is a good display, this.
57.
But because it's Michael Van Gerwen, and because of his feats, particularly over the last 6 months, pretty much ever since he lost in the Grand Slam final to Robert Thornton,
98.
you just judge him by different standards. You
Yeah.
hold him up to compare him to his absolute best, and his absolute best is mind-bogglingly good.
59.
I've also got to say as well, it's little wonder Max Hopp couldn't deal with the cube in qualifying on Friday night. I mean, at first we were thinking, hang on a minute, 6-3 defeat at the hands of Rene Eidams, but easy to see why Germany's #1 struggled to cope with Rene Eidams, who's peppering that treble 20 bed once again.
140.
I tell you what, you've got to admire his composure. He does not care at all. Doesn't seem to care at all that he's playing the world #1 here.
No.
And that is a maximum for Michael Van Gerwen. That's his third.
He's straight into the fives here twice.
Maybe I spoke too soon on that.
Maybe you did. And that's a 4-leg surge that I talked about is beginning to take hold here. Double 18.
70. Rene, you require 156.
You suspect Van Gerwen will be back for a 4-2 lead. Unless. Oh, would have been too much to ask for.
100. Michael, you require 36.
Well, he has been missing doubles, Michael Van Gerwen. But not the double 18 on this occasion, and it is a 4-2 lead.
7th leg, Michael, to throw first. Game on.
Well, Eidams also made the last 16 of a couple of the UK Open qualifiers. In one of them, he beat Stephen Bunting in the last 32. And he also beat the former UK Open finalist Colin Osborne as well. So he has claimed 1 or 2 scalps here and there.
140.
But I hope we see a lot more of him in the European Tour this year. Hopefully we'll see him in Hamburg.
42.
Should he come through the host nation qualifier for that in May.
Yeah, and if he wants to be at Gibraltar, of course, it'll be the European qualifiers. He's got a lot of very dangerous Dutch players in those, tricky ones to come through. But
yeah.
I think from what we've seen, he is capable.
I think the German route is perhaps the easier route for him.
Yeah, certainly is. The host nation qualifiers. It's not quite the strength in depth that we've seen in the European qualifiers, but certainly not disgracing himself here.
No.
100.
Gets down to a finish as well on the Van Gerwen throw.
Yeah, with Gibraltar as well, you've got the effectively the Germans, the Dutch, the likes of Roby John Rodriguez, all in the same melting pot, haven't you, really?
Now Nadella. 138.
Eidams in a great position to break here, though. Maybe not. We'll get the chance. Oh, my word.
Rene Eidams, you've just been Van Gerwen. That is what he does, and he does it on an alarmingly regular basis. Stunning, stunning stuff from the world #1.
134.
You see, 98 average. It's pedestrian by Van Gerwen's ridiculous standards. The problem is, everybody else in the field will be looking at it and going, oh, Van Gerwen's throwing a 98 average here. He's probably not going to throw another one of those for another month. So if I am going to come up against him and I need to beat him,
77.
I'm probably going to have to play my very best. I'm thinking that right now will be a Mr. Kevin Painter.
Yeah.
85.
He awaits in the last 16.
Just the one sum plus checkout, that 138 from Van Gerwen, stylishly done.
140.
Rene Eidams not giving up though, quite rightly. Gets down to a nice little 2-dart checkout.
100.
Van Gerwen's on Shanghai though. Now he can go a couple of ways with this, but he's gone the aggressive route. Needs to find a treble or he doesn't get a dart at a double, and it's spat out by the board. And that may be curtains. Van Gerwen
36.
pacing, shifting from foot to foot, the back of the stage, steps up to the hockey. Treble 20, needs the treble. Oh, he's gone ball.
And he hit 13.
Wow. I mean, I'm sure he'll say, oh, I blocked me path to the treble 20, but I think there was a little of the showman in that. Rene Eidams, can he punish him? Double 10 to stay alive. And he does stay alive.
Well done. Deserved that. I think 6-2 would have been a bit harsh on Eidams. Might even be
74.
further life in Rene Eidams here. That's not a brilliant start by Van Gerwen. If Eidams can punish it here with a ton 40 or something.
98.
Now the trebles are eluding Michael Van Gerwen momentarily.
Well, let's just entertain the notion that Rene Eidams can get a break here. Then he'd only be one hold of throw away from taking it to a deciding leg.
Lots of room there, and he's found it as well.
140.
Now then. Great opportunity for Eidams here. If he can press home this slender advantage, he's effectively won the darts over here. Big score here will make things very interesting indeed.
99.
99, well look, sensible, he has left himself on a finish now. Oh, that leaves the 1-3-2, and Van Gerwen very famously has taken this out to win matches in the past. Big ones at that, but Rene Eidams, what about this? Oh. What about this, Rene Eidams? Oh, my word!
Desperate battle. That would have been one of the best moments of the European Tour. But look at this from Michael Van Gerwen. The flamboyance of a 1-3-2 checkout, 2 bullseyes back-to-back and a double 16. Some might call it showboating. I call that simply brilliant darts from the world #1. But it brings to an end what was a truly extraordinary encounter. Rene Eidams can hold his head high as he milks the applause of the German fans here.